Welcome back to more advice from Uncle Noly. I got your questions. Stick around. Our first question comes from Eric Kaufman. Uncle Noly, if your Uncle Jack helps you off a horse, would you help your Uncle Jack off a horse? Well, I don't have an Uncle Jack. He made a joke. You ever see a horse get jacked off? It ain't pretty. Fire hose.
Uncle Noly knows.
Our next question comes from Chop Buster. Uncle Noly, who is the guy in Boston with the bum knee? Who isn't the guy in Boston with the bum knee? Something going on there. I don't know if it's in the water or maybe it's just all those Red Sox fans down on their knees praying that they beat the Yankees. You know what I'm saying? Cardinal fan, not a problem. Anyway, my friend with the bum knee is Joey. You know him? Grew up near Danvers, just north of Boston? No? Then why would you ask the question? Chop Buster!
Uncle Noly knows.
Our next question comes from Hasira. Uncle Noly, how do you get a girl if everyone sees you as the nice guy? Like, I have a lot of friends that are girls, but they see me as the guy they just like to hang out with. Ah, Hasira, you know something? Don't put yourself down for being the nice guy. You know, people say, oh, nice guys finish last. I don't believe that. Yeah, there'll be girls of a particular age, like, oh, they want the bad boy. Yeah, they want the bad boy until the bad boy is like sleeping on their couch and mooching off their income. All right? Bad boys only last a certain time. You know, so a nice guy, you just gotta be patient, all right? And these girls, what you want for a long-term relationship is to be friends with these ladies. You know what I mean? You wanna, get that relationship going at a different level. Nice guys finish first, okay? And Hasira, you're a nice guy.
Uncle Noly knows.
Our next question comes from Christine, 35. Uncle Noly, how do you know if a guy likes you when they are completely introverted and have a loner personality? Oh, well, listen, Christine, guys are different, right? You got the boisterous guys, you got the shy guys, you got the people who like to party, the ones who, prefer to stay home, read a book, whatever. But here's the thing, if they like you, they'll find a way to let you know. And most important, if you like this introverted person with a loner personality, maybe you gotta put the moves on him. Let him know what you think. If you like him, maybe he'd like to be a loner with you, all right? So, guys are different. You gotta just cater to what they like. Accept him for who he is, and he'll accept you for who you are, okay? Simple addition. 1 + 1 = 2. Christine, and you know who. Poem, sorry.
Uncle Noly knows.
Our next question comes from Nolan West. Uncle Noly, how do you learn to finger a guitar? It's pretty simple. You gotta get it drunk. Boom!
Uncle Noly knows sometimes.
Our next question comes from Penny Smith, 35. Uncle Noly, I asked a guy out and he made it perfectly clear he was going through a rough patch in dating, so he declined hanging out. I told him that we could just be friends instead, but never heard back. Then, 3 weeks later, he asked me to hang out with him and we have a great time. Is he interested in friendship or dating? Because he sometimes leaves me thinking he would like more, even though we agreed on friendship. And he now texts back immediately and has taken interest in things I like. Why is it so difficult to read intro? Okay, look, Penny Smith, you are overthinking this. I mean, you like the guy, you're not sure he likes you, and then he kind of likes you, but now you're not sure if he just Hey, overthinking, it's killing you, all right? It's like going to a movie and talking through it, and then you walk out going, what was that about? Don't talk through the movie. Enjoy it. Enjoy the ride. Let things happen. Sounds like this guy's into you. Give him a chance and stop thinking this through. Follow your heart, not your mouth, okay? Shh. Shh. Love.
Uncle Noly knows.
Our next question comes from Christina. Hey, Uncle Noly, what would you name your boat if you had one? Oh, Christina, always dreamed about having a boat, And I know exactly what I would call it. never sinks.
Uncle Noly knows.
Our next question comes from Daddy. Okay, what's the best movie after having sexy times? Daddy, you watching movies after sexy times? Look, I don't really know, because most of the time I'm either making a sandwich or taking a nap. Uncle Noly's pushing 50, and as they say, I ain't as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was.
Uncle Noly knows.
Our next question comes from Michael. Dear Uncle Noly, how can I fix my parents' marriage? Ooh, Michael, that is a tough question, pal. It's hard for me to say this, but you gotta understand, it's not really your problem. You're collateral damage, as they say, and it hurts, but take it from Uncle Noly. My parents were the kind of people who loved each other in a very interesting way, by screaming at each other a lot. In fact, looking back, maybe it would have been better and they would have been happier if they were separate. All you gotta know is your parents love you, individually and together. Whether they're together, they're gonna love you. Or if they're separated, they're gonna love you from two different places. It's still all the same, sum of love for you, okay? So don't worry about it, pal. This is something that they have to work out on their own or not. But know that you're gonna be okay, all right? I love you. Take care of yourself. Boom.
Uncle Noly knows.
Our next question comes from Faye X. Uncle Noly, how do you get over social anxiety when speaking in public? Well, Faye, you get over social anxiety by speaking in public. Good for you. So if you're out there and you have to do that, hey, facing those fears, getting over that, that's the quickest and best route to getting over social anxiety. And you know something? Every time you go out to do a public speaking engagement, just make sure you have something important to say, something that's important to you. So when you're talking, you're just expressing your opinion. There's no right or wrong. You're talking from your heart, and that is going to take care of everything. All right? Go out there, get it done.
Uncle Noly knows.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for sending in your questions, and keep them coming, because I got all the advice you're ever going to need, or think you need, or probably don't need. Whatever. See you next week.